Welcome back. I'm gonna go through my April 2020, and I just did super easy layouts just to get it done. So this first spread I did on my couch while I was watching TV, so a little bit of a different background. And I just did these like very thin strips. I typed up just a tiny bit of journaling on each strip, and I basically just like glued them down. And then I added just a couple of chipboard pieces. Like, I kept it super easy, super simple, and yeah, it's definitely not my favorite spread, but it's done, and so I'm just gonna move on. In this, let's see, so it's the beginning of April. You know, we're a couple weeks into quarantine and COVID and all of that stuff. And so I have like a picture of everybody like schooling from home, and then Zach working from home. And we, like, some of the fun things we did, like I tie-dyed with the boys and things like that. We ate a lot of baked goods. Zach went on a lot of bike rides, and then we even started doing like puzzles and family game night. That's the first spread. So now I'm going to go into the second spread, and I did a very similar thing. I just filled the pockets with all the photos. I did the same sort of just typed up just a little bit of journaling, printed it out, cut them into little strips, added those, and then I used one of the story kits. I think it was Shine or Light. I'm not sure what it was called, but it was something like that. And then I just used the little stickers that came with it, a couple of the embellishments or the chipboard pieces, and just put them on. Again, really, really simple, like almost overly simple. So in this spread we have Holden was really getting into like baking, like sweet treats and things like that. So he made eclairs, we made homemade bread and homemade bagels. Holden made dinner. Like, he was super into cooking. And then he even made macarons. And yeah, so other than that, it was kind of just like, got a couple pictures of us in masks and playing out in the backyard, doing things, getting outside when we can, all that stuff. So then we go on, so now the third spread. So this was Easter. And so Easter looked a lot different for everybody, I think, last year. We did not get together with extended family, so it was just us. And we decided we would just make Easter dinner anyway, even though it was just the 5 of us. And we Zoom called my family, which we normally don't do Easter with my family because most of them live in the Midwest, and so that was fun and a little bit chaotic with about 10 families all on Zoom calls, and everybody's talking at once, and it was nuts. But that was fun. And then we like talked to Zach's family and all of that too. So that was Easter. And then other than that, I did the exact same thing. Basically, I just cut out the little strips of journaling and put them on, and then I used these hearts from one of the kits, I don't remember what, maybe it was Play, because I did use some of the word phrase stickers from Play on these, because we had game night on here, more cooking for Holden. We had 2 haircuts. Coda cut all of his hair off, so that's like a giant pile of hair on the ground. That's him. Holden, Zach gave Holden a mullet, so that was quite interesting. We had date night at home, so we just played like card game and kind of like secluded ourselves from the kids. Zach got a quarantine mustache and just had this, like, I don't know if his mom sent him this picture or what, but we have this picture of his dad, probably around the same age, I don't know, but old picture of his dad and then him both having a mustache, so that was funny. And yeah, like Coda, like coding and things like that, and then biking, and then we went from biking to a lot of snow, and that's just Colorado weather for you. And I also added in this screenshot of the emergency alert we got for COVID, so I thought that's like a little interesting piece of history to keep in there. And then we also had like a Thunderbird flyover to honor the frontline workers, and they basically went right over our house, so that was kind of cool. So the 4th spread, I continued to use the story kit Play. Just kind of trying to use up my old story kits and just use them. Ollie colored his hair, got him, he always wanted to color his hair like bright pink or red, and so we did that during quarantine, and so that was fun. I ended up actually doing like a flip up for that, just because I had so many photos and I wanted to use some of the other cards, like journal cards and things like that as well. So just to, just added one of the 3x4 plastic flip ups, and then I used my fuse tool to go over that, and it actually ended up already coming off, so I just stuck a piece of washi tape on it and it's fine. I resized, so I had put together like a chore chart for the kids to follow, and I resized it into a 4x6 and included that. I'm gonna just go ahead and venture a guess that didn't last very long. I probably used it for a week or maybe a month, because that's kind of usually how things go. So I added in, I like rounded the corners, or I cut up, that's what I did. I cut up one of the 4x6 cards that's like currently playing, and then I rounded the corners and I put those in. I had already done the strips of journaling before, before I sat down and did this. So I just kept those and just glued them on to either the photo or that currently playing card. Other things this week, let's see, bike rides, puzzles, just getting outside and playing, school at home where we're trying to like have healthy snacks, and that probably lasted a day or maybe 2, and doing a lot of art with the boys. Ollie taught me some TikTok dances, and I actually had to get a COVID test because I had a cough, because sometimes you just get a cough, and it was super smoky, in Colorado then because of the fires, and so I had a cough and they made me get a COVID test. And it was a negative, of course, but oh well. Other things we decided, we had a fun cereal, like there's this restaurant, or there was this like restaurant in that we had been to that would just served cereal, and like you like made your cereal into this like big thing, so you could have multiple things of cereal, and then they had like this fancy milk and this fancy like you have whipped cream on it and like chocolate sauce and all of this stuff, and it was super fun. And so we kind of just DIY'd that at home, and so that was a fun thing to do. We also, I found like a company, I think it was like a company out of Washington or Oregon or somewhere, that was doing these like fun family at home scavenger like things, and that was super fun. We did that, and it was just like all these like goofy things that you gotta do, like put on 50 hats and wear 50 hats at once and take a photo of it, or like sing, like set something up in your house or backyard or wherever of like, and sing Moana. And so like those things, it was really fun. So we did that. I included the, what are they called? The transparent words from Play Kit, and I just kind of put those in a couple different places. And yeah, that's about it for spread 4. Okay, so going into spread 5, this is the last of the end of April. Same thing. So I had, before I sat down and did any of these, I had done the little bits of journaling on the strips of paper for the entire month, because I had already printed the photos and stuck those in there. So that was the first thing I did, and then I kind of sat on it and didn't do anything for a while before I went back and, you know, did all the embellishments and all of that stuff. Still working with the Play Story Kit. Just decided like where could I add, because again, another full spread of photos, but I still kind of wanted to use some of the journal cards and things like that. So what I ended up doing is I took 2 of the journal cards and I cut them up and placed them right on top of the photos, and then just used some of the chipboard pieces and some of the little hearts again, and kept it super simple. I also used, I think, a chipboard from Eat, and then one of the stickers from Friends. Other than that, I think everything else might be from Play. That I'm ready to move on to the next chapter of the story. That embellishment, or that chipboard piece, might be from another kit, but I don't remember which one. In this spread, we did like a virtual camp. Holden or Ollie, maybe it was just Ollie, that did a virtual camp. That was, I think they did a really good job. They got the kids outside and like kind of off the computer for a virtual camp. I thought they did a great job of getting kids off the computer, but they did a bunch of different things, and one of the things was building like a blanket fort outside, and so they got really into that, and he built like this massive blanket fort outside. And then we actually got together for the first time with Zach's family for my niece's birthday. I have a picture of just the different food that we kind of ate throughout the month. So that bottom right photo, and then the very, very bottom right corner of that photo is that cereal party we had, doing art things and pizza parties and stuff. So we implemented this like I don't know, like a behavior, get your school stuff done sort of thing, punch card system, and we gave them like the boys rewards. So one of them was like art time, or like pizza, or you know, like just little things like that, or movie night. So yeah, that was fun. And yeah, that's about it. I think the cheesecake and the pretzels were both made by Holden again, because he got really into cooking. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and I will continue on working in May and June, and hopefully soon 2021, because we're already done with the first quarter. I can't even believe it. So yeah, all right, thanks, bye.